Hey, Tommy from the Run Testers. In this video, I'm going to be doing a first run of a very exciting shoe which I've been looking forward to getting for a long time. It's the Mizuno Neo Vista. So let's dive in and see what I thought on my first run. The Mizuno Neo Vista costs $180. We don't have a UK price at the moment. It weighs 256 grams or 9 ounces for men in a size 8, and the drop is 8 millimeters. The Mizuno Neo Vista is a super trainer designed to cover everything from easy runs all the way up to race day. That versatility is largely down to the combination of the Mizuno Wave plate and the thick stack of Mizuno ENERZY NXT foam in the midsole, balancing soft cushioning with a high level of energy return and bounce. The shoe uses the brand's smooth speed assist geometry to promote a smooth transition, alongside a wide heel bevel to guide the foot on landing, aiming to promote an efficient and comfortable ride for any distance. The upper is a knitted booty design built to provide a stretchy fit, as well as ensure plenty of ventilation, and there's a good level of rubber covering the outsole for grip and to protect the midsole foam. In the centre of the midsole is a cavity, which plays a big part in the shoe's relatively light weight. Okay, so the fit for me in this shoe, I'm a size 8 in the UK, which is a US size 9. I did actually find that the length of the shoe is a little bit longer than some of the size 8s that I get in the UK. Not massively, just felt like there's a little bit of extra space in the forefoot. I'd still stick to my size based on the sizing. But what I would say is this booty construction at the top, it's quite hard to get on. I've never really been a big fan of these sort of booty designs that some shoes have. It can be a bit tricky to get on, and it's also a little bit restrictive around the midfoot. Not around the forefoot. There's loads of space around the side of the shoe in the forefoot, a lot of room to move your feet around. But in the midfoot, it's a little bit more restrictive than some shoes that I test. But I was fine out on that first run, and I would definitely stay to my UK size 8 in this shoe. So my first run in this shoe was about 11k, and it was about my base pace. So the run ended up being about 4:55 per kilometre. But I did throw in some other sections as well, a few 200 metre reps, 300 metre reps, where I was trying to pick up the pace and see how it delivered when you try to pick up the pace. Now this shoe it's a super trainer. It's designed to be used for lots of different things. It's designed to cover you from easy runs all the way up to race day if you wanted to. And it's really, really good. I really like this shoe from that first run. As you can see from the size of it, there's a big stack in it. And it is, sometimes when you see a big stack, it can look like it's soft and cushioned, but it is a little bit firm. This is really soft, really bouncy, loads of energy return in it. If you're running over most of that run, I was running relatively easy. Very enjoyable, very comfy, very bouncy. It just feels like it's bouncing you along in a nice, enjoyable way without effort, helping you with your efficiency. Felt great for that. When I picked up the pace, it kicks into gear, and it feels a little bit like Zoom X foam. This Mizuno ENERZY NXT foam that's in there feels very similar to those sorts of lightweight, bouncy foams that you get in some of the most popular super shoes. So for me, after that first run, it's a really positive feel for this shoe, and I'm pleased it was, because I was really worried that I was going to get this and I wasn't going to enjoy it as much. I've seen a lot of people posting about it online, but haven't really seen anyone go into depth about the shoe and how it works. So really pleased that it has these performance benefits in it, and it's not just a comfy, nice looking daily shoe. It's actually got the things that I want from a shoe from that first run. The other things I would say about this shoe is it's pretty light for a super trainer. A lot of super trainers have a bit of an issue where they pack a lot of stuff into the shoe, but as a result they become quite hefty. This doesn't. It's about 255 grams for me in my UK size 8, which is pretty low for a super trainer, which has got a stack this high in it. So good work, Mizuno, on pulling this together at that light weight. Other things I would say about the shoe is I'm not a fan of the booty upper, especially for shoes where I want performance benefits from. It just feels like it's quite hard to really lock it in, and that it doesn't have a lot of structure or sort of reinforced qualities to it. I didn't have any issues with stability in this shoe. I think because of the way the outsole is built, it's quite wide. It's got this wide heel section. and the cutaway is in the middle. So it does feel relatively stable. But what I did find is that even though the shoe itself was stable, the upper didn't really hold my foot in place sometimes. I could feel my foot moving a little bit, and it was hard to get a lockdown fit. Not a major issue, but I wouldn't say it's a big problem by any stretch of the imagination. But I've never really got on with these booty uppers. I just find that they can be a little bit difficult to really get a lockdown fit in, and also they're quite hard to get on as well. It's very comfortable though, no issues from the comfort side of that upper. The other things I would say about the shoe is that I mentioned it being soft. I'm a mid-foot striker, and sometimes when I get a shoe and it's really soft and I hit the midsole foam, it doesn't work quite as well. This does work quite well. I hit it in the midsection of the shoe, and it really does roll forward nicely and then gives you a nice bit of bounce from that foam. So it works very well for my style of running. I assume that because of this wider heel that it's probably quite good for heel strikers as well. Fortunately, Nick hasn't got it to test out. But based on this foam, I think it's got a nice level of bounce that sort of squishes in and then bounces you back forward. So nice fluid transition from that run. The outsole, it was pretty nice when I went out in it. It was absolutely fine, no issues with grip at all. So I've not tested it on the wet ground, but feels fine to me so far on that first run. So overall, I'm really pleased with it. I think it's the sort of shoe that I really look for. And when it comes to super trainers, I've tested quite a few of them out now, and some of them I like, some of them are okay. I think this is really what I want from a super trainer. I want it to be soft. I want it to be bouncy. I want it to do all those things, all the versatile things that you're paying for when you pay for these expensive shoes. And I think this is for a lot of people who like soft shoes. It's going to do the job. And I'd be more than happy to race a marathon in this based off that first run. Being very positive here. I've still got a lot more testing to do in this shoe, but I've warmed to this shoe very, very quickly. So I'll do a lot more testing over the next week or so, and then I'll come back with a full review later. But for now, very pleased. Okay, so my early verdict on this shoe, I think you can probably guess. I'm a big fan of it so far. It's the sort of shoe, the sort of feel that I want from a super trainer. You're paying a lot of money. I like softness. I like bounce. This is what you're getting from this shoe. It feels really comfortable. It feels like it'd be a great easy day shoe. Probably would be a really good long run shoe, and it definitely has a lot of energy return and propulsion to get you for picking up the pace. So I'm really excited about testing this shoe out more. I think it's a really good move for Mizuno to develop this shoe, because I've tried quite a few of Mizuno shoes recently, and I've been really impressed, especially with shoes like the Mizuno Wave Rebellion Pro 2. But this is really nice super trainer, and I'm looking forward to testing it out a lot more over the coming weeks. Super trainers is a tricky marketplace at the moment. There's a lot of different ones out, and they really, really vary. Some of them are really good at faster sessions, they're firmer. Some of them are really good at easier runs or longer runs, but not many of them are really, really versatile. So I will feed back on this after I do plenty more tests in the shoe over the next week or so, and I will be back for the full review soon. That's it from me on this first one review. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the little bell, and if you go into the caption below, you can find a link to our podcast, which comes out a couple of times each month, including the Points of Shoe podcast, where you can ask us questions either on YouTube or by sending us an email or by messaging us on Instagram. Me and Nick will respond to your questions and answer them, because we very rarely have time to do it on the channel. So if you do have a question, shoot it across and we'll add it to the podcast list. Thanks a lot for watching. Catch you next time.